Hi everyone, it's Kate Spencer with a card reading for April 2021. So if you haven't seen my energy forecast for April 2021, I will link it down below. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss future notifications. Right, I'm going to shuffle these bad boys. Oh, there's one jumped out and it's going to be so pertinent if you watch the energy forecast days. So I'm going to draw 5 cards for April because although the first week's a very short week, starts on a Thursday, it is obviously where April begins. So the first card, you will be amazed if you watch the energy forecast, is the whirlwind. This is the tower in a traditional tarot deck, which I mentioned right at the beginning of the energy forecast. Spooky or what, guys? So you can see that everything's been thrown up in the air, everything's swirling around, there's chaos, there's drama, it's tricky, nothing is certain. So this is the energy of the whirlwind. And similarly to the tower, it throws everything into uncertainty, and it can be really challenging and difficult time. And as the whirlwind starts to drop, everything starts to settle. But you can imagine that it all lands in a completely different place. So the metaphor for this is about things being blown apart so that things can settle into different places, and then you can sort and sift and start to rebuild and regroup. That is exactly the energy that I spoke of in the energy forecast for April, and there's no way of proving it, but I'm recording this after I've recorded the energy forecast, so how spooky is that? And in the forecast I do say that it's time to look at what's left in the aftermath of the big situation that we've had and that is still ongoing, our personal and collective experience, to be able to move some stuff out of the way that's fallen into the wrong place, and to be able to regroup and reorder stuff. So it's very much an energy of regrouping, reordering and building back up. That kicks straight in week 1 of April. So week 2, the impasse. Ooh, so this is about decisions. Have a lovely look at that card. The lighting's not brilliant. That's better. There we go. So it's a snail on the top of a mushroom, and it's about making decisions. It's about direction. An impasse is a pause. An impasse is a time when you're being asked to stop, to look around, and from the top of there, he's got a higher self perspective, hasn't he? So he's going to be able to survey and look around and see what direction he needs to take. This is about weighing things up. It's about waiting, and it's about observing. Again, something that I mentioned in the energy forecast. It's about looking at what is going around. And in that forecast, I talk about working out who is who and what is what. And I talk about observing without judgment. And that is what you're being asked to do. And also, it's about being able to take a direction that is safe, choose your direction and choose your action. Also, if you look at this, the snail's probably thinking it might just be best to wait for a while until I do take action, because I don't want to fall. And it's asking you to pause and to observe from a higher perspective as well before you decide what decision to make, what action to take, I should have said there perhaps. Sacral chakra is the next card. So we'll consider this the week 3 card for April. So sacral is about masculine and feminine. It's also about unresolved emotions. So you might find that in the 3rd week of April that you have feelings coming up that are unresolved. You might find that the whole process of that tower moment, of the whirlwind moment, or the moment where you've been asked to sit, assess, consider and regroup, has brought up certain feelings for you with reference to different situations and people. This card is about that unresolved emotion. It's about when the universe picks a scab and you feel like something is unfinished, you feel like something is out of whack or out of balance. So what is it that you need to do if you feel like this? Well, first of all, you need to name it and claim it. You need to go within and work out what it is that's making you feel unsettled. Where do you feel out of exchange? Where do you feel like there's unfinished business? And then you need to do something about it. Have the conversation, make the call, stop getting engaged in the drama. Whatever it is that you need to do, that's what you need to do. So that's week 3. Week 4 of April, evolve and grow. So in the energy forecast as well, I talk about expansion and I talk about trying new things, and that the energy in April is lending itself to our human self expanding and our human self trying different things. That is part of that, because when we do look at different experiences, and sometimes we don't allow ourselves to do them because of fear, because we're frightened of failing, we're frightened of looking stupid. We think, what if we don't like it? Well, so what to all of the above? This card is telling us that there is growth in the learning and evolution that we are being called to do. And that new experience might be a hobby, it might be joining a new club, it might be reading a different author, it could be starting a new habit, it could be anything. But you're being asked in April to allow yourself to expand, your human self to expand and try new things. So look out in April for that happening, especially in week 4, according to these cards. And week 5, Earth Star Chakra. So stay grounded. Also, there's a nod here to ancestral patterns, isn't there, in the Earth Star Chakra. So your Earth Star Chakra is right beneath your feet, and surprise, it's what connects you to the earth and helps to keep you grounded. So what do you need to do in order to stay grounded? If you aren't grounded, then you're going to feel really, really scattered, and you won't be able to concentrate on anything, and you can't manifest stuff either in terms of experiences or actual stuff when you're not grounded, because law of attraction works from a present moment perspective. So it's really important that we do get grounded. I always find that hematite as a crystal grounds me, so I sometimes have some in my pocket. Also, going outside, especially with bare feet on, and allowing your feet to touch the earth can get you grounded, or even just touching something that is connected to the earth, like a tree. You can stand next to a tree and put your hand on it, that will ground you, or a plant, that will ground you also. Clicking your fingers all around your aura, asking all parts of you to come into the now time, and visualizing your feet growing roots can also ground you too. So I hope that helps. Have I done 4 cards or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've done the 5 cards. So shall we quickly review them? The beginning of April, the Tower. The second card was the Impasse. I'm just fiddling and faffing about. I should have kept this in a tidy pile. And then we had the Sacral Chakra. Then we had evolve and grow. So looking for new things to evolve and grow into. And stay grounded with the Earth Star Chakra. So I hope that's helped. As I said, I will link the energy forecast underneath, and you might find that a bit spooky. So lots of love from me to you. Have an awesome month in April, and I will see you soon on YouTube or Facebook or wherever it is you consume your social media. Okay, lots of love. Goodbye.